Alcohol made me feel like I fit on the planet more than I ever had before. That's a quote from a mental health professional who went on to say that's why it's such a great reinforcer. And I could have come up with that quote myself after I took my first drink 3 months into college. Absolutely made all my inhibitions go away and fit right in, to the point I was telling some girls about it the next day, how I talked to anybody completely uninhibited, and they looked at me and said, "Have you ever drank before?" Of course I lied, said, "Oh, yeah. Wish I had told the truth. It would have made a great story. But this is to say that alcohol did, in fact, once work for us. And that's why that neural pathway is dug so deeply, that believes the alcohol is the answer to everything, that it's never going to take no for an answer, and that we have to show it that there's a new voice in town by doing hard things sober and bringing out that same person that did all those fun and crazy wild things under the influence. That was still us. Did that ever hit you? Because it's hit me. How I'm still the same person. Why do I need this drug to turn on certain components of my brain? Sadly, that's kind of how it works. But only for so long, especially with those of us with this progressive disorder. And then it just gets to the point that it no longer works for us, and it never will again, which we just need to accept. And once we do, the healing can begin and the magic can begin, And by the way, it never really did work for us. Spoiler alert. Because it allowed us to not develop our own natural coping mechanisms and say even fun mechanisms. So it should have been a really quick handoff. That after that night in college, should have said, wow, that was me though. That thing just showed me I can do it. I don't need it. I'll just go and do it without it tonight. But it's not how it works. But that's how it has to work in recovery. And that's how it has worked for me. I've gotten to the point of being intoxicated on life. I can bring it out any time now. I can break into dance at any moment. I can make myself laugh as if I'm having the greatest time of my life. I do it every day in the shower. I'm going to demonstrate that later, and I haven't demonstrated, my dance moves. It is funny. It's one of the last lies that the voice tried to tell me was, oh, just slip tonight because you forgot how it feels to be intoxicated. So just drink tonight to remind yourself, and then you can quit again tomorrow. And of course, that doesn't work. So you've just got to do the work. As soon as you start sharing, the magic starts to happen. The healing starts to happen. I've got a buddy from college, been in AA 10 years now, but he said once he got into AA, started doing the work, emulating those who had had success, got himself a sponsor, he said the magic started to happen. And he hasn't felt an inclination to drink since. It's amazing. The magic of booze, but we were actually the magicians. It's mind-blowing. Booze can't be the funny, entertaining person. It can't be the one out on the dance floor. It can't be the one that gave that speech. That was you. You are the magician. But recovery doesn't give you a wand. You got to do the work. Stay sober, stay patient, and wait for the magic to happen. And what is that magic? Besides just feeling intoxicated on life, it's the magic of turning ordinary moments into personal ceremonies. Washing dishes becomes a water ritual. I do it every night. I put on my Bose headset, I crank out to music, and I have a grand old time. You're in complete harmony with reality. You find sacred in the mundane. I get euphoric just listening to music now, whether it's in the shower, in the car, brushing my teeth. I once shared that I get euphoric brushing my teeth, and a woman put in the chat, Cappy, what kind of toothbrush do you use? Kills me every time. So that's it. We are the magic, but you got to work for it. Start hitting the hard button now, and it's going to be easy and fun later. Life's never easy, but drinking makes it 1,000 times harder. And the greater the difficulty of your recovery, the more magic the healing. You are a sorcerer. So get in community and start out as a sorcerer's apprentice and have fun with it. And again, be patient. The magic will happen. That'll do it. And of course, remember, stronger sober. And please like, share, subscribe. Thanks.